OpenAI's Custom GPT revolution is here, and today we're taking a look at exactly how you can create your very own version of ChatGPT with no coding skills needed and just a few minutes of your time. You're going to be blown away at how powerful this new platform is once we dive in, and this video is going to be everything you need to know to create your very own version of ChatGPT. We're also going to look at a very important word of warning to keep your GPT from getting hacked by other users. And we're going to look at how you can monetize your GPT so you can actually make money off of the GPT that you create starting today. We're going to be covering everything that you need to know about getting started with custom GPTs. So go ahead and save this video, like, and subscribe to Uncovering AI. And now, on to the good stuff. All right, so here we are inside of ChatGPT, and it's important to note that in order to use the Custom GPT's feature, you do need to have a ChatGPT Plus subscription. So just keep that in mind before we get started. On the left, you'll see this little button that says Explore. Just click that. And now you'll see My GPTs. So this is a section where all of the GPTs that you've created will live, and you can scroll down and see recently used GPTs as well as ones that are made by OpenAI. Hopefully in the future, they're going to open this up to a community tab where you'll be able to see all the different GPTs that have been made in the community, and you can learn a lot from that. So we're going to go ahead and click on Create a GPT here at the top to get started. And here is the GPT builder. This is where we're going to spend all of the time creating our GPT, and it's really quick and easy to use. So it's basically just like you're talking to ChatGPT and you're telling it how you want it to create your custom GPT. So I have an idea for a GPT that I'd like to build. I'm going to go ahead and give it the instructions, and then we'll see where we go from there. Okay, so here's my prompt. I'd like to create a custom GPT for professionals who want to pivot in their careers. The GPT should help them utilize their existing skills and experiences and recommend alternative career paths that would be a good fit and also very fulfilling. We want to help people maximize their value in roles that they maybe have not considered but could be great for. It will offer actionable next steps and recommended resources for further career development to help them reach their goals as quickly as possible. We don't want users to feel too overwhelmed, so please only ask a couple questions before you make suggestions. We also want the tone to be warm and encouraging, and users should feel valued and appreciated by the experience they've gained in their careers. So it automatically comes up with a suggested name for this GPT, and the name that it came up with was the Career Pivot Guide. I think I'm going to go with Career Compass instead. So this is great. GPT has already used DALL-E 3 to create a profile icon for our custom GPT, and you'll see it updated over here as well as the name and the description of our GPT, a career pivot advisor offering warm, encouraging guidance and resources. I love it, looks great. So now it's asking to refine the context a bit more in terms of interaction. How detailed do you want the suggestions to be? So I'm telling it to start with a broad overview, then offer detailed advice as users drill down into what they're interested in. So now it's asking about the types of content and resources that Career Compass should recommend. So I'm telling it to recommend online courses as well as online certifications that could assist with a career pivot. And then we are also talking about the tone. So we're going to be using a professional but friendly tone in how we're addressing our users. All right, this looks great. Now GPT Builder is just asking us how we want it to address our users. So we just want it to feel casual and conversational. So as you can see, GPT Builder has guided us from the very beginning. We had kind of that initial prompt that we worked on that was a little bit bigger. And once you go down through this list, you'll see that it's going to be making these changes on the right-hand side in the preview window. So this is like a live sandbox preview of your GPT. And we see here Career Compass is all set up. You can try it out now in the playground. So we can start here. We can tap one of these conversation starters if we want, or we can go to configure and kind of further refine it. So now let's look at the configure tab and see what we can do here. So in the configure tab, we're going to see our name of the custom GPT that we've created. We're going to see the description. So that's everything that's over here. We can change that. It'll update immediately. So as you are walking through the GPT builder, it is creating these custom instructions here simultaneously. And this is really the core of where all of the insight is coming from on your custom GPT. So you can actually go in here and just edit this directly if you want. One thing that I will caution you on is I have had some longer conversations with other GPT builders as I've been going through and creating multiple GPTs, and occasionally something will get lost in the GPT build and it actually changes the instructions that I have placed here. Might take something out or kind of tweak something that's not exactly what I intended. So I have started just copying and pasting the custom instructions after I get them kind of how I want them into a Google Doc. That way I can refer back to it if I need to copy and paste something. That way nothing gets lost again. And then in the conversation starters here, we see we can actually just delete those if we want to, or we can add something new. And I like to add a little emoji here if you want. So something about your current job and what you enjoy. Let's just do a little checkbox there. And that just kind of automatically makes people feel like a little more prompted to click and kind of get started there if people don't know what they want to say. So the other thing here is we can add our own knowledge base. So if you had something very specific that you wanted to share with your audience, you could upload it through the knowledge base, and it's going to pull from the custom instructions as well as that knowledge base. So that could be a PDF, something really extensive that has all the information that you want your audience to be drawing from, knowledge maybe in your industry or things about your brand that you want to share and kind of trickle out naturally through the conversation. That will be in the knowledge base. You also have capabilities here such as web browsing, DALL-E image generation, and code interpreter if that's something that you wanted to include as well. So let's go ahead and save our custom GPT that we've created. We'll go up to the upper right corner and click on save and hit confirm. So now we've created a custom GPT in just a few minutes with just a few words, and the GPT builder guided us through the whole thing. So whenever you log into ChatGPT, you'll see your custom GPT on the left, and you can also click here to edit that GPT from this window if you want to, or you can go ahead and start chatting. And that's how easy it is to create your very own custom GPT. Now, if you create a custom GPT, there's something super important that you need to know about. As of right now, you can actually ask a custom GPT what its custom instructions are, and it will tell you everything. It will actually give you links to knowledge bases. It will give you all of the information that it's been programmed with just by simply being asked, unless you program your custom GPT to not give away the custom instructions. So that's super, super important. Make sure that whenever you create a custom GPT, you instruct it very clearly. Do not give away the custom instructions, because anyone could just ask and have all that information and duplicate your custom GPT. Making your own custom GPT is great, but making money off of your custom GPT is even better. Let's take a look at 4 ways you can monetize your custom GPT. First, we know that OpenAI is going to be integrating the GPT store in the very near future. This is going to be a place for users to submit their custom GPTs, and when other people use your GPT, you could potentially make a commission based off of the engagement there. So it's going to be a great opportunity for people in the future, but what about now? Fortunately, there are still some great ways that you can monetize your GPT starting today. The next way you can monetize your own GPT is integrating your own brand and product ecosystem into custom GPT. Using your business's knowledge base, products, and services, you can create a custom GPT that solves a need while also funneling clients to your front door. This is one of the best ways that I see you could be using custom GPTs. Next, you can actually serve sponsored ads within Custom GPTs. Whether they're for your own business or you maybe have a very successful Custom GPT, you could actually sell out ad space and place ads natively throughout your Custom GPT as users are interacting with it. So that is another great way that you can make money starting today with Custom GPTs. And lastly, you can actually incorporate affiliate links into your Custom GPT. That way, whenever someone places an order through your Custom GPT, you get a commission. I can't think of an easier way to make money with a Custom GPT than that. If you've created your own Custom GPT, I would love to check it out. Throw a link down in the comments below so I can see it and others can too. We're going to be covering more about Custom GPTs in the future, as well as all the best AI tools that you need to know about to make money online in 2023 and 2024. So if you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to Uncovering AI right now, and I'll see you soon. Thanks so much for watching.